Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for the 11th of February, Monday. A news story that broke over the Friday after the close, this courtesy of the trade exchange. Shares of NUVA surged more than 15% in after hours Friday as some news was reported by the Financial Times. Smith and Nephew is interested in talks to acquire the company here. Transaction valued over $3 billion on NUVA. So you see that move up in the after hours on NUVA. It's a medical devices company. So these might be in play for the week ahead. So that news coming out, and some later news that came out from the trade exchange. Talks to resolve border wall dispute and avert the U.S. government shutdown have broken down. That coming from the Washington Post. Also, some late news on this Sunday. Toshiba Corporation will cut its operating profit forecast for fiscal year ending in March. So some news coming out on this Sunday, and that courtesy of the trade exchange. IMF warns of global economic storm as growth undershoots. So that some news from the trade exchange also. Let's go ahead and get into the watch list. I did a video prior to this one. Let's get ready for the week ahead so you can see which companies are coming out with earnings, some economic information to look out for. Let's go ahead and get into the watch list. First one up. And you could watch these for Monday and kind of the rest of the week. The charts are setting up nicely here. So we'll start out with a stock under $1. Volume a little bit light on this one, but the setup looks interesting here. Maybe over that 91, 92 cent area. For AGRX, it's kind of basing here above the 50 SMA. Another stock I'll be watching, depending on how this week is going to go. I'm going to give you a bunch of different ideas. AMD, we had this big, nice move up after the earnings came out. We got above 24. Now we've pulled back to about the $22 area, closed at around $23, kind of in this flag pattern here. So we'll see. AMRN. This one is in a coiling mode. Earnings come out on the 26th of February for this name. It's basing under this 1750 area for Ameren. It's been holding around that $16 level. Keep that one on watch. For a possible short, the energy sector has been pretty soft. APC could bleed further down. You see it's down near this double bottom area, around that 40-50 area. If it starts to break these previous lows, you could get a further move down on that, depending on what oil does for the week ahead. ARWR, nice move up. Strong candle here on Friday with expanding volume and ARWR. Keep an eye on this one. We'd like it to maybe pull back a little bit here. Definitely one to keep on watch. Has that $16 area up ahead. There was a recent high of about 1609. So for continuation, if this can get back over 1609 or maybe some type of pullback and turn back up. BOX, very strong move, kind of a V bottom push up here. It's been holding above the 200 SMA. You see the $24 area has been resistance. So watch this one if it can continue over that 24.25 area for BOX. Cara had a nice day on Friday. 1.5 million shares, came up to about $17. Still under the 200 SMA on this name. Cara is a component of the MJ, the ETF, MJ, the marijuana cannabis ETF. So keep your eye on Cara for either a continuation move or maybe a pullback and then turn back up on that name. CGC, this will kind of be the test for the market for the cannabis names this week coming up. You have on the 14th, that's Thursday, CGC will be reporting earnings. So maybe it gets an earnings run or an earnings flush out prior to that day, Thursday. CRBP is a component of the MJ ETF. Held up well. Nice bounce back here on Friday. Has that 790 area, $8 area up ahead. 1.3 million shares. This is also in the ETF, the MJ, the cannabis ETF. So keep an eye on this CRBP. CRMD has been basing under this $2 area. It's been holding up very well, holding above the fast moving averages. 1.4 million shares came into this name. Looks interesting on the daily chart here. Possible short DWDP if we break down through the lows from Friday around that 50-80 area, 50-75. Keep an eye on that for a possible move to the downside on that name. EGAN in the right sector. Software application stocks have been very strong, and EGAN had a big move, 6.3 million shares on this name. Of course, we'd like a pullback maybe to about 1050 on this name, but if we don't get that, maybe a break of around this 1125, 1135 area on EGAN. Would like to see it consolidate a little bit here, so we'll see. These software application stocks have been very strong, such as ZS, Zen has been very strong, Okta has been very strong. So EGAN, maybe trying to play some catch up here, so keep an eye on that one. EYEN had a big move on Friday. Now it's definitely extended here, that's understood, but if it can pull back or maybe consolidate a little bit, or maybe set up on our intraday chart on EYEN. I'm not saying this one for Monday, but definitely one to keep on your watch for the week going forward. GLW, we had this earnings gap up. We are holding above that. You notice 34 has been in the way. If this one can get up over maybe 33.65, maybe you'll get a continuation move in GLW. It's involved with the 5G build out. Halliburton, if oil stays soft, Halliburton could move further down. So Halliburton on watch for a possible short. JNUG could be interesting if gold GLD continues to show its strength here in GLD. Maybe the junior gold miners want to make another move up. It's been coming up to about that $11 area, been rejected. So keep an eye on JNUG, Mara. Crypto stocks have been moving up a little bit on Friday. Mara was one of them. Bitcoin, there was an SEC spokesperson said that there may be a crypto ETF in the future. So Mara popped up on Friday. So keep an eye on this. It's an under $1 name. Another name that I'll be watching in that area is also Overstock, has that 21.20 area up ahead. So keep an eye on Overstock. Another name in that sector is also Riot, expanding volume, 3.5 million shares, turning the corner, getting back above the 50 and the 100 SMA here. The high on Friday on this name was 245, and then you have that 250 area up ahead for Riot. Let's see, another name I'm watching is MGNX. Big move up to 32. Now we're back down to 22. So we'll see if this one sets up intraday on MGNX. mRNA, biotech name. This 1840 area is in the way at the moment on mRNA. This one can be a little erratic during the trading day. So if you do trade this one intraday, play it with small shares. But if it gets up over this 1840, could make possibly a nice move. NTNX, software infrastructure play, finally getting up over this 53 area. The high on Friday was 53.24, so maybe for 53.30 or so for the possible continuation, maybe a possible swing trade in this name on NTNX. Oxy for a possible short. If it breaks these lows, like I said, oil's been very soft. It was down about 4% for the past week. So if we break that low of about 63.25 or so, Oxy could make a nice short. PYX, now my TC2000, they say that the 14th of February, they're supposed to come out with earnings, but I looked other places and I don't see the earnings listed. So this one will be on watch. You see it's had a nice move on Friday, got up over that $18 area. We are coming up to the 200 SMA here. The 200 SMA is at 1863. So if it could get up over that 1875 spot, PYX, keep an eye on that. QURE, we had this nice bounce around the 10 SMA. We're right back up near the recent highs on this name, maybe over 3660 for QURE. Another thing we have to keep an eye on now, if the market's going to be soft for the week going forward, you might want to keep your eye on an inverse as the SPY moves down. SDS will move up. Some other ideas in that, you could look at the SPXU as the SPY moves down. The SPXU will move up. You also have the SQQQ as the Qs sell off. The SQQQ will move up. You could also keep an eye for volatility for one of the instruments is TIVX. So if there is some breakdown in the SPY, if we do get that break of say this 268 area that we held on Friday, you could see some volatility come into the markets. So just an idea, if the market decides to break down this week, some profit taking come in with the government shutdown, perhaps going to go into effect. Also, you have China talks this week coming up. So if those don't go well, we could see a retracement in the markets. We'll see. Wing has been holding up very well above the fast-moving averages. The high on this name was $69.17 on Friday. I'd like it if it can get up over this $70 area for Wing, maybe a possible swing trade in that name. XXII, also a component of the marijuana ETF. XXII had a very nice Friday. 6.5 million shares came into XXII. Moved up above the 50 SMA, came from about 220 all the way up to 250. So we'll see what this one wants to do for tomorrow and the next few days. Maybe a little bit of pullback, maybe some consolidation on that name. And then Zscaler, like I said, the software infrastructure names have been very strong. Has that $49 area up ahead. The high on Friday on this name, 48.79. So maybe over that 49 area, you might get a break and continuation move on Zscaler. The software infrastructure names have been very strong. Even during the downturn in the markets, these have been holding up very well. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. That's some trade ideas for Monday and a few for the week ahead. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button if these videos are helping you out. At the end of this video, I'm going to attach the Let's Get Ready for the Week Ahead, and you can see what economic information and also what earnings are coming out for the week ahead. All right, everybody have a good day trading tomorrow. We'll be back at it with another video tomorrow night for Tuesday. Hope everybody has a good day trading tomorrow. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com.